Shelton here of PennyShelton.com, and this is a new episode of Foodie Friday. You all, I have just put the finishing touches on my first holiday ebook in over a decade, and it's called Nourished, Elevated Eats for the Holidays. It's just chock full of plant-based, wonderful, celebratory goodness, raw and cooked recipes that I think you might want to add to your holiday repertoire. So today I thought we would make one of the recipes from Nourished. It's one of my favorites. It's mushroom bourguignon. It's a recipe that Julia Childs helped make so famous. Instead of using beef, we're going to be using mushrooms. Let's take a look at the ingredients. Well, as I mentioned, instead of using beef in this bourguignon, we're going to be using mushrooms. And I would recommend that you use as many different varieties of mushrooms as you have access to. And you want to make sure that when you are cooking them, you're going to sear them really well, which is going to kind of caramelize them, and it's going to bring out a really wonderful depth of flavor to the sauce. If you can find maitake mushrooms, that's going to give the best sort of meaty texture to this recipe. You're also going to want to have some vegetable broth, some salt and pepper, extra virgin olive oil, a little red wine, or if you don't have wine and don't want to use it, you can add more vegetable broth, some coconut aminos. You can always use tamari or soy sauce, some smoked paprika if you have it, otherwise just use regular paprika, a fresh onion, some garlic cloves, some carrots, fresh thyme if you have it, or dried is fine, minced onions or onion granules. In a large heavy bottomed pan, heat about a tablespoon of olive oil or coconut oil and add half of a large onion chopped. Once the onion's been cooking for about 4 to 5 minutes, it should become a little translucent. Definitely don't want to brown the onion, so just keep an eye on it. Once you get to this point, then you're going to add in the carrots, garlic, thyme, and some smoked paprika. Stir all of this around for about a minute to well incorporate. Okay, that looks perfect. Now let's add the wine. Stir and continue to cook for about 2 minutes. Add the mushrooms. Add the vegetable broth and a little bit of coconut aminos. Let this simmer over a low to medium heat with the lid on it for about 10 to 12 minutes. You want to get the carrots good and tender. It's been about 12 minutes. Oh my goodness, I wish you all could smell this. Take a fork and test your carrots and make sure that they're well cooked and tender. I'm going to continue to cook this on low with the lid off and reduce it down. A little impromptu addition, throw in a handful of fresh cranberries. We'll just continue cooking that down a little bit until those cranberries have popped, and then we're going to serve this over some vegan mashed potatoes that I'd made 2 days ago. I have kept them in the refrigerator for just such an occasion. Well, the hours of daylight are fleeting, but there is the finished platter of perfection. Well, I say it's perfection. I think it's time we should taste it. This is so gorgeous, and I just feel like it's gonna taste amazing just based on the smell. So my daughter was over the other day and mashed potatoes is her favorite thing. So I had some leftovers, so that made it really easy. Just FYI, like if you did want to make this for a Thanksgiving dish, it would be really easy to have these mashed potatoes ready to go and then you just reheat it. That's what I did. Let's taste it. Oh my gosh. Okay. You all, just that last minute that I decided to throw that handful of cranberries in. You know, cranberries are really tart. But in this recipe right now, okay, here's a big carrot. No, it's perfect. I know I've told you before, this is the best thing I've ever eaten. You should definitely make this, but you have to make this. Julia Child is the consummate. I revere her in every way. She is the most amazing chef. I've learned so much from her techniques, her French cooking, and I hope she's not rolling over in her grave that I'm not using beef bourguignon, but I am using mushrooms. The mushrooms are telling me right now that everything is fine. What do you think? He knows it's good. He just had dinner too, and he wants some of this. Yeah, it's not for a little boy. He cannot eat this. Well, Murphy and I hope that you've enjoyed this episode of Foodie Friday. And if you would like to get more recipes for your holiday, the link is below this video to order nourished, elevated eats for the holidays. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon for the next episode of Foodie Friday.